bottles or maybe a little face towel handy. As ever, you don't need any special equipment for this. It is entirely optional if you want to use a band or you want to use a weight to add a little bit more intensity. Otherwise, body weight exercises is absolutely adequate, which is what I'm going to be doing. And we'll work through different options as well if you wanted to increase the intensity as we go. So just as we get started, I'll pop you guys on Zoom on mute. I'm saying hello to everybody on Facebook. We'll make our way over to the mats real quick. So, okay. I can hear you now, Brenda, if that's any consolation. But I am going to put you on mute though, so. There we go, muted, perfect. You guys are going to have a little microphone going in. There we are. Awesome. All right, so hi to everyone that's joining us on Facebook and you guys on Zoom. Perfect, let's make our way to the mats. So we're going to start standing. As ever, the format is that we have 3 blocks. Each block has 3 exercises and we're going to repeat each exercise 3 times round. So you're going to build up the intensity as you go. There's going to be plenty of options and stuff off it. So I've got a little timer so you can keep a track on me with the time. All right, so we're going to start standing and we're just going to do knee circles. So pick your favorite leg and just lift the knee, rotate it, toe tap down to assist with balance. Doesn't matter what you do with your hands for now. They can float, they can stay on your hips if that's better. Just work within the range of the hips, and when you've done 4 or 5 on this side, we're going to change sides. So swap legs, take your weight over the other leg and knee circle with the other side. So this first bit is always just a little bit of mobilization. It's about moving the joints, moving the muscles, starting to wake them up and get them activated. Perfect. Back to your first leg. We're gently going to tick-tock and swing side to side. This is where my balance is challenged. All right, and now we want to increase the height of the external swing. Dial your toes forward so that the toes are pointing to the front rather than up towards the sky. See if you can dial them down. And when you've done a few swings in that direction, we're going to swap legs, so change over to the other side. Again, doesn't matter what you do with your hands. And increasing the height of the lift, and then trying to dial the toes to face the front. Good. Standing leg is soft, so it's supporting your weight. Awesome stuff. All right, I'm changing direction just so you can see. We're going to kick behind us now. So you can have a little swing forward, just building a little bit of momentum. But I want you to keep the belly button drawn in so that the lower back stays firm. So the movement comes from your hips. So it's not that the lower back is swinging out. You're keeping it nice and strong. Good, change sides for me, swing to the other side. So one, you're activating the muscles of the leg that you're moving. Equally, your standing leg for stability is already working a little bit as well. Lovely stuff. Good, I'm going to face the front again. We're going to start to tick-tock. One leg, swap to the other. Good, now see if you can keep your body pretty still. And then start to bend your standing leg. So we're coming a little bit lower. Starting to hinge a bit at the hips, taking a little bit more effort. Good. Keep bending, keep coming lower, and you'll end up in a squat position. Yeah, feel the intensity build the lower you come. Doesn't look particularly elegant, but it's really effective. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to change directions again. Standing up, we're going to roll all the way down towards the mat. Tap the bottom, keep a little bit of softness in the knee. Roll all the way up. Let's go again. Rolling down, tap the mat, roll up. So you should feel a little hamstring stretch at the bottom, and then you're squeezing the quads and glutes as you stand up. One more time, and this time as we roll down, we're going to walk ourselves into a tabletop position. So bend your knees, place your hands on the mat, into our tabletop we go. Perfect, good. Then we're going to toe tap with a straight leg, up and down off the mat. When you've done 2 with a straight leg, bend it and kick to the ceiling twice. So 2 straight legs, toe tap up and down, then you're going to bend and heel kick. Good. One more time with this leg, 2 straight, belly button draws in, and 2 bent. Nice, let's change legs. So take your weight to your opposite knee, 2 with a straight leg, glutes firm, bend it, heel kick twice. Lovely stuff. Now you're going to carry on with these, which is going to take you to the end of your warm-up. I'm going to start to demo our first exercise. So when the bell goes, you're going to take yourself up to standing. You're going to do a backward stepping lunge with your right leg and knee lift before you come back to your right leg and knee lift. So just a backward stepping lunge, 90-degree bend at the knees and heel lift up. All right, perfect. Make your way up to standing. Grab a quick sip of water if you need to. Start to position yourself along the mat. We go in 5 seconds. So feet hip distance apart, toes face the front, tailbone tucked, here we go. Backward step lunge, knee drive up. So this is all on the right leg. So it's a reasonable step back to get that 90-degree bend, squeezing using hip flexors and abdominals to lift your knee. Now I'm letting my right knee just brush the mat. It's up to you whether you hover it up off the floor. Lift the knee and you'll feel that lovely squeeze going on in your standing leg as you lift. Good. 5 seconds to go, you've got this. Knee drive up, lift. And we're done. Cool. Make your way back down to the mat. We're going to come into a forearm plank. So you're going to make a triangle position between your elbows and your hands. Extend your legs, or you can do this on bent knee. We're going to toe tap to the side with the right, toe tap to the side with the left. Keep the hips firm, low down to the ground, lined up with the shoulders and level with the heels. Just those little toe taps. So also we're getting a core exercise here, but your core is not just your abs, it's your back, it's your glutes, and it's your hips as well. Good, 10 seconds to go. Little toe taps out towards the side. So if you're doing this on the knees, you're just extending the leg before you pop your knees back down and extend. Good, awesome, back up to standing. So now we're going to do that backward stepping lunge with the heel lift or the knee lift on the left leg. So find your balance, feet hip distance apart, tailbone tucked. Let's get ready to go. 3, 2, left leg. Step back, knee lift up. Step back, knee lift up. If balance is a challenge, find something to look at that's not moving. And there's me turning side to side to keep checking the camera. So again, I'm letting my back knee just brush the floor. It assists me with balance as I'm turning to the side. You can absolutely hover the knee up off the floor if you wish. Less than 10 seconds to go, and we'll have done our first round on block 1. Give me one more. Nice, well done. All right, shake it off. So in between each block, we have a slightly longer break. Chance for you to grab a sip of water and have a drink, wipe your face. Okay, so we're going to repeat that same block again, going back to our backward stepping lunge with the right leg. This time, if you want to dial up the intensity, step back and pulse before doing your knee drive. So pulse and stay low, then knee drive. So an added option for you. Ready? Right leg, here we go. Step back and pulse. Squeeze the knee to the chest as you lift. So again, with the balance, checking that you're watching something that's not moving. Find your range, find your depth in the lunge. Chest stays upright. Good, well done. Check that when you step back in your lunge, that you're not bringing your stance narrower than hip distance apart, because that's going to make your balance more challenging as well. Nice run. Awesome. Perfect. Give that a little shake off. Okay, so we're back down to our plank. Onto a forearms, or if you want to do a straight arm option, you can do that. Extend the legs when you're ready. Tuck the tailbone. We've got that single leg. Tap out to the side and change legs. Keep tapping. So you can make the side tap as big as you want. If your hips are feeling good, take a big step out. Works the oblique muscles a little bit harder. I've got the wall next to me on one side, so I'm going to keep it narrow, otherwise I'll end up lopsided. 10 seconds to go. Chin is tucked, you're looking straight down towards the mat, keeping the neck long. 5 seconds now, looking really good. Feel the core working, feel the glutes. Lovely. Roll yourself back up to standing. So we got the backward stepping lunge on the left leg, adding the pulse as an option. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Little pulse, your choice, knee lift. Little pulse is an option, knee lift. So check in again with the width of your stance as you step back. Try and keep hip bones and shoulders facing the front the whole time, so everything is pulling towards your midline, so you don't let that back leg swing out. Yes, looking good. 10 seconds now, and our second round on block 1 will be done. Guess what? We dial it up next time too. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Shake it off. So that slightly longer recovery again, chance for you to catch your breath, let the heart rate slow, and have a quick sip from your water bottle. Okay, so for our third and final round on block 1, to dial up the intensity for your backward stepping lunge, You've already got the pulse. You can knee drive with a hop. So a little bit of air time, and I'm just popping my ankle, lifting onto the toe to give me an extra bit of elevation. It's an option. Let's go. The pulse on its own, already an option. The knee drive with a heel lift, popping up onto your toe, extra option. It is the last round after all. So if you were holding anything back in the first two, now's the time to put it to use. Yes, good, well done. Little pop up. Just over 5 seconds to go. Feel the lovely little burn in your standing leg. Well done. Hup. Shake it off. Cool. Back down to the mat for your plank. The added option for the intensity this time is instead of toe tapping down, you're going to keep the foot hovered off the floor the whole time. Uh-oh. So into your plank. Lift your right leg, hover to the side, back in, reset. Left leg, hover to the side, back in, reset. So if you want, just to make it that little bit more challenging, you're keeping the leg that's moving elevated up off the mat. We're halfway. Long back, long neck, tailbone towards the heels. Watch out for sinking in your lower back. 5 seconds to go now. Looking strong. Feel that peach. Awesome. Back up to standing. Okay, so left leg, backward stepping lunge. Option to add the pulse. Option to pop up with a little hop as you knee drive. Right, 3 seconds and we go. So, plenty of choices. That means you can make this workout your own. If something is feeling a little challenging, skip it out, change it. If you've got the energy and the strength and the body movements to be able to do it, dial it up. Over halfway. Looking good, looking good. Notice how that little hop, the extra intensity, gets the heart rate up. One more. Yes. Shake it off. Breathe, drink, wipe your faces. Block one. Done. So we make our way onto the mat, lying on our backs for block 2. We're going to start with the hip bridge. So your heels are close to your hips, feet hip distance apart. You're going to engage the back of the body, the glutes, the hamstrings, and on the bell, squeeze to lift your hips. Let's go, 30 seconds, lift and lower. Try and let the hips stay off the ground if you can. Take that microsecond to squeeze at the top, chin is lifted, abs are on, squeeze glutes and hamstrings at the top of the range. Check in with the knees, that they're not drifting wide. Little inner thigh work to keep the knees level. Nearly there. Well done, good. Hands to the back of the knees and you're going to roll yourself up. We're going to make our way up to standing. I'm facing you, but if you want to work in a different direction, you can. So hands on the hips, you're going to squat, curtsy lunge. Squat, curtsy lunge. Oh, we like these. Alison likes these. So we keep moving in between. Keep the knees soft, hips and chest forward. Step to each side, using a range which feels comfortable for your hips. Fluid motion, just that little bob up and down in between. You're over halfway already. Really good, really good. Keep it low. 5 seconds now. So close. Awesome. Perfect. Back down we go. So the final exercise in the second block is a half parachute. Hips, chest, shoulders on the mat. Connect your heels and bend your knees, send them wide. And you're just going to keep the heels pulsing up towards the ceiling. So you'll feel the glutes really fire up in this one. Knees just gently brush the floor as the heels kick up. You can keep the chest lifted if that feels good, if that helps you catch your breath. Or place your chin on your forehead on your hands. But between the ribs and the hips, they're going to be on the ground. It's the knees which squeeze and lift. Just over 5 seconds to go. That's it, feel that fire. Well done. Awesome. In your own time, roll up, grab your breath, have a drink, wipe your face, and we'll go for our second round of block 2. So we're back onto our back for the bridge. As an added option this time to dial up the intensity, you're going to do a single leg bridge. Feet position is the same, keeping one leg lifted, up we go, hover down, swap. Lifting the shin, hover down, swap. Off you go. 30 seconds, alternating as an option, single leg hip bridges. So this obviously puts a lot more effort onto the leg which is grounded, because it's taking the whole weight of your body and the lifted leg. And obviously we keep swapping legs to make sure we have equal workload left and right. You're doing really well. If single legs doesn't work for you, stick with the doubles. Fingertips behind the knees, roll yourself up to standing. And we're back into our single squat and curtsy lunge. Hands on the hips or in front of the chest if that works. Let's go. Squat down, take it to the side. Squat and to the side. Okay, as an option for you here, the leg that you are taking behind, keep it light. Just gently toe tap the floor. So you take much more pressure into your standing leg, making that one work hard. So the back leg sweeps across, the toe just brushes the surface of the mat. Standing leg working. Good. 5 seconds to go. Looking gorgeous. Looking strong. Nice. Back down we go. Half parachute. So hips and ribs grounded. Elbows bent, making a pillow for the head. Knees wide, heels connected. Get ready to fire up the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Pulse up and squeeze. So by letting the head go, mid to upper back relaxes just a little bit, putting the focus, lower back, upper section of the glutes, and then midsection of the glutes too. With the knees wide, the outside edge of the hip muscles working as well. Those little pulses working, keeping the muscles under tension. 5 seconds now. So good. Lovely burn. Awesome. Roll it back. If you need a little pause, a little stretch out, you can just send your hips over your heels into child's pose. Take a reach forward. Give the lower back a little rock, a little movement. Curl yourself up. Okay. So with that little break, we're getting ready for hip bridges for the final time. An option here is that you do single, alternate, single, and then a double leg pulse. So keep it high. Go again, single, single, double leg pulse. Off we go. Otherwise, alternating single legs, absolutely fine. Double legs on their own, also good. And if you wanted to miss the single legs and just do a double leg with a pulse, make it yours. Take it home. Last round. So if you start to find the lower back is beginning to fatigue, imagine someone's pressing in your belly button, which should just give you a little bit of a hip tilt. So you keep the core fired up and strong. Well done. Hands behind the knees. Rock yourself up to standing. Final time for our squats and curtsy lunges. Find your position, feet under hips. My challenge to you this time is to stay low. Ready? Let's go. Keep a big bend in your standing leg throughout. How low can you go? Yeah. Good. Lower, lower. Nicely done. And remember again, you've got the range. You can step to the side with as much range as feels good for your legs. Lightly brush your standing toe on the ground, keeping your standing legs strong. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. 3 seconds to go. One more on each leg. Woohoo! And up we go. Down to the mat, half parachutes, final time. Big breath as you sink your hips and ribs down to your mat. Knees wide, bend them, connect your heels. Off we go. Final time. Little pulses up. What I love about these small movements is that they are so focused, so concentrated. Those muscles don't get any room to catch their breath. They're working all the way through. Remember, we've got a little stretch out coming up, so that lower back will get a little bit of release. 10 more seconds to go. Pulse, heels, lift, squeezed, engaged. Well done. All right, push back, child's pose, take a big stretch forward. And when you're ready, roll up through the spine. Give the back a little stretch. Awesome. Okay, so block 2 done. Block 3, final round. You've got an option to start with. So if it's manageable, extend your leg to the side and we're going to do a praying mantis, so straight leg. If that's a little bit tough, you're going to do bent knee, fire hydrants. So let's get ready. First leg, let's go either with a bent leg or if you can manage it, straight leg. Now this one creates real fire. And what I love you to focus on is level, steady hips. So try not to open up to this side. Try not to let the shoulders and hips swing. Little movement. I'd rather you keep it small, but have great form. Just over 5 seconds to go. Small movement. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, back up to standing. Now, similar to the curtsy lunges in terms of our starting position. All right, so shoulders over hips, hips face forward, feet hip distance apart. We're just going to squat with a pulse. Squeeze up at the top. So keeping the knees bent, chest up, take your time to elevate. Embrace the pulse, lift with control. So you've got the muscles slow and strong as you lift. And then use a depth which feels great for your legs. So if it's comfortable to come hips to the height of the knees, great. If you need to come up a little higher, you can. Just over 5 seconds to go. Lift with control. Awesome stuff. Okay, back down we go. So fire hydrants, or if you can, straight leg on the other side. Find your tabletop first. You're balanced on all fours. If you're ready to extend your leg, do that. And then we go. Squeeze, lift. So straight leg as an option. If that's too strong, go bent knee. Very similar muscles being used. The straight leg just adds more weight away from your center of gravity. So it's a little bit more challenging, but if it's too strong on the leg, remember bent knees. We're already over halfway. That's it, nice. Well done, you've got it, grit your teeth, you are so close. 5 seconds to go. Yes, well done. So again, if you need that option, big toes to touch, knees wide, child's pose, give the hips a little stretch. Time enough to have a quick sip of water. Change legs and we'll go back to our first side. Woo. Okay, so bent knees or straight legs. I'm having to change direction, otherwise I kick the wall, but you guys can stay as you are. Right, 5 seconds, pick your position, straight leg or bent. Let's go. Lift and squeeze. So notice how the pressure on your hands changes as you lift the leg, all right? If you can maintain equal pressure, shoulders are gonna stay level, all right? Maybe there's a little bit more pressure that goes into the same side as the lifted leg, just to keep the shoulders in check. And then by doing that, check in with the hips as well. Are they still level? Are they strong and stable? 3 seconds now. Perfect. All right, pop up to standing. Okay, coming into our squat pulses. Instead of 1 pulse, we're going to do 2 pulses, so we'll stay down a little lower. Feet under hips are a little wider, maybe the toes turn out, tailbone tucked. Let's go, 2 pulses, down, down, and then we lift with control. So we're down even longer. More tension, more time. Good, lovely. Nice and slow on the rise. Control it, squeeze the muscles as you go. What I'd love you to think about is parting the floor with your feet, and you'll really feel these muscles here start to work. 1 more. Beautiful. All right, back down to the mat. On all fours, find your lovely stable base. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Either you're extending the leg for your straight leg version or bent knees. Ready? Let's go. We're only going to do this once more. So if this is creating real fire in your glutes, remember 1 more round. 30 seconds on each leg. That is it. We are done from there. It's looking good, it's looking good. Stable, steady hips. Take a glance down at the knee that's grounded. Are you noticing that that leg is moving and shifting as your other leg is lifting? Try and keep it really strong. 3 seconds to go. Well done. Good. Same option, push back child's pose if you just need that little release. Roll yourself up when you're ready. And we'll make our way to our third and final round for block 3. Quick sip of water if you need it. Wipe the face. And we are off in just over 10 seconds time. So if you weren't trying the straight leg option, now is your chance. Last round. If you'd worked super hard already and you need to regress to the bent knee option, do that too. Let's go, last time. Lift, lift. And if you've still got some energy left in the tank, maybe keep that foot off the floor. Uh-oh. Pulse if you can manage it, that's super strong. But maybe a halfway lower, keeping the foot off the floor. Same thing applies to the bent knee. It's staying off the ground. 10 seconds, you've got this. Embrace the fire. Know that a little bit of discomfort is doing you good. 3, 2, 1. My legs are genuinely shaky. All right, pop up to standing. Okay, final time for your squats. So, an option, either increase the number of pulses that you do or stay down all the way, all right? Let's go. So otherwise, it's here, 3, then 2, then 1. Stand up. If you can manage, stay down and pulse all the way. You only have 20 seconds to go. Good, nice. So, chest is up, tucking the tailbone, belly button's drawn in. Place your hands on your ribs. Can you feel them flare out or can you wrap them in strong? And notice when you wrap them that the core is working a little stronger. 5 seconds, that's it. Keep it low. Keep it low. You've got this. Woohoo! All right, last time for your bent knee fire hydrants or straight leg version. You can do this. You can do this. All right, find your position. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it done. Last round. So again, same choices. If you've been working super hard until now and you've got nothing left, go bent knee. If you have got something left, and I know you do, straight leg option. If you can manage it, work in the top range. Feel the muscles around the glutes and that section of the upper thigh working as well. 10 seconds, that's it. You can do this. Smile through it. I know, I see you. Sam, you're looking gorgeous. Keep it up, keep it up. Woo! Well done. Push back. Breathe. Catch your breath. All right, I'm changing direction. Okay, so time for us to stretch these amazing leg muscles that have served you so well. We're going to go for a pigeon stretch first off. So from your child's pose, if that's where you were, bring the shoulders over the wrist, extend your left leg, sweep your right leg forward, bringing it into an angle with your right knee near your right wrist. If you're ready for it, you can release your left leg down towards the mat, either sitting up tall, shoulders and hips square, or if you wish, you can gently creep your hands forward to lower down. So right leg glute stretch. Find your edge. Remember, the stretch should be enjoyable. Maybe those muscles are talking to you a little bit though, saying, what have you done? But the stretch is good. All right, when you're ready, change it around. So support your shoulders over your wrists. Extend your right leg. Bring your left knee forward. Lower leg is on an angle with the knee towards your left wrist. Inch your right leg back and either you sit tall or you gently roll yourself down. See what feels best for your hips. There's that external rotation of the thigh here in the hip joint, which gives those muscles a stretch. Awesome. Roll yourself up. We're going to sit with our legs ahead of us. We're going to do a seated figure of 4. So take your right ankle across your left knee. Let your right knee come wide. Then you've got some options. You can either push yourselves a little bit more upright with your arms, so you're bringing your chest towards your knee, or if your body position is feeling good, bring your legs towards your chest. So either way, working to get this closer connection with the right knee. See if you can drift it wide to get a yummy stretch into your glutes. The chest is lifted so you can breathe. And when you're ready, swap it round. Seated figure of 4 on the other side. So left ankle across right knee. And then either use your hands to sit more upright, lift the chest. Or if you prefer, keep the hands where they are and bring the feet and the hips a little closer together. Good, lovely. Well done. All right, unravel your legs. You're going to Bring your feet underneath your hips. So I'm in a little crouched position here. Gently roll up, keep your hands near the mat or on the mat if you can as you straighten your legs, and we're just going to hold a forward fold for the hamstrings. So a lot of the time where the leg was straight or being extended, the hamstring is working as much as the glutes. You can see the connection, hamstrings into the glute structure here. Gently roll yourself up to standing. Give the legs a little shake off. We'll take a quad stretch. So one heel towards the hips, squeezing the heel and hips tight together. Standing leg is soft. I'm drawing the knees forward, keeping the midsection firm. So especially with our squat patterns, squat movement patterns, the quads will have been working as well. Change legs when you're ready. Swap it round. Heel to hips, knees close, standing leg soft. Good, well done. So remember to repeat these stretches if ever you feel the muscles are getting a little bit tired, or if you can, try and take a walk or a little bit of gentle movement for the rest of the day. Shake it off. Okay, I'm going to come to face you. Step your feet nice and wide. Turn the toes out a little bit. We're going to sweep the hands down. Take a big breath in, reach up. And again, sweep down, knees wide, sink low, reach up. Beautiful. Do me one more. Sink a little lower, fingertips can brush the floor. Reach up. Bring your hands together and give yourselves a round of applause. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for your company today. I'm going to come back over to the cameras. If you have any questions, please let me know on Zoom. I'm going to unmute you, but you'll need to unmute yourself too. Guys joining me on Facebook Live, thank you so much. I'm going to save this video so it's yours. You can do it again at any point that you need to. So, lots of love. Thank you so much.